Banzai! I'm the Cobra Kai kid, and as you all know, when I make videos, I dress for the occasion, I put on my Cobra Kai gear, and I have my headband right here, which is also half MIYAGI-DO, half Cobra Kai, just a little fun fact. But I'm wearing a Lakers jersey, and I'm not just wearing it for no reason. If you could comment down below how this has anything to do with Cobra Kai, because it does have something to do with Cobra Kai. Let me know down in the comments below, and the first person to get the correct answer with what this shirt has to do with Cobra Kai will get a shout out on the next video. So just a fun little thing. Maybe we could do like trivias in each video. We'll see. But anyways, let's get to today's video. And today's video is, what do I think will happen in season 3? And I know it's a very, very broad statement. There's a lot of different things, you know. It's not a very narrow question, but it's a discussion I want to get into because I have a lot of thoughts. We're getting towards season 3, so these are the kinds of videos that I want to make, especially before the trailer comes out, because then I want to make thoughts. I want to reveal my thoughts before the trailer comes out and then after the trailer comes out, because I'm sure after the trailer comes out I'll have a lot of different thoughts. So Cobra Kai season 3. Now, we haven't gotten a trailer yet. We haven't heard really anything other than it's coming soon, but we've kind of been hearing that for a while now. So I think we should be getting it in March. I think it's going to come out in the beginning of March. I think it'll come out in the first week or 2 of March, which it's already March. Oh yeah, it's March. But I think it'll come out soon. I think they'll announce it the day of. I think that's what they did last time, or maybe they did it the day before. I don't really think we're going to get that big of a heads up before it comes out. I think they'll just announce it on the morning and then just drop it. Like, I don't think there's going to be that much of because I don't think that's what they did before. I don't think they really told us when the trailer was coming out. Like, I think they just released it. So and then hopefully season 3 comes out at the end of April, maybe May. And I'm hoping to have my Cobra Kai project come out before season 3, maybe like a week before. That's the goal. Now, this keeps falling down. It always does. We always have this issue. But anyways, now season 3. How do I think it will start? I think it's going to start with, I think the whole first episode is going to be a complete continuation from season 2, episode 10. Just like episode 1 of season 2, I felt was a direct continuation of season 1, episode 10. Well, it took place literally like seconds after. There was really no time gap. After Miguel won the tournament, Johnny, it literally picked up right where season 1 left off. Now, I think there will be a little bit of a time difference. I don't think there will be that much. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe they'll go ahead in time, but I don't think it will. At first, I thought it would. I'm gonna say it's not. I'm gonna say we pick up right where we left off, especially because there was a leak. Spoilers. It's not really that big of a deal, but just in case you don't want to know anything. It's just an episode name. Episode 1, Ralph Macchio, who plays Daniel LaRusso, posted his script on Instagram just to cover him. We were able to decode the title of the first episode, which was Aftermath, which is a pretty cool title. And, you know, they wouldn't really have that episode 1 title being Aftermath if it were, like, you know, if it were 5 months after the events of season 2. It's probably right where it left off, or like it could be seconds, or it could be like a day or 2. I would say no more than a week. Yeah. So I think we're gonna pick up right where we left off. I think that we're gonna see a lot of cops. I think that there's gonna be that whole first episode, I think, will be a lot of investigation, and I don't think we're gonna get a fight. I don't think there'll be anything crazy. I think things will build up as the season goes on. This is what they do with every season, but I feel like The beginning of the season is going to be more character-based, more emotional, and then towards the end, we get a lot of surprises. We get a lot of characters who are getting pissed about certain things, and that's when it triggers a chain of events that leads to the epic conclusion. So I think there'll be a whole chain, but I think it's going to start off very mellow, very Carmelo Anthony. No, I'm just kidding. I'm a Knicks fan. I just have a Lakers jersey. Bandwagon. No, I'm just kidding. I just like the shirts, it's comfortable. But I think the first couple episodes will start off, I don't know. At least the first episode, I don't think anything crazy in the first episode. Like, it's just gonna reintroduce the characters again, show us what they're going through, a lot of emotional stuff. I don't think we're gonna get that many jokes. I think it's gonna be a very emotional first episode. Then I think it's gonna just start picking up, and I think it's gonna get intense. Like, because I said this before, and I'll say it again. Season 1 and 2 were believable. You had season 1, Johnny's opening Cobra Kai dojo, and Daniel doesn't like it. That was pretty much the premise. And then you had Johnny's son Robbie, who opposed Johnny and Miguel and fought against them. It's realistic. Season 2 was also realistic. You had the two dojos at war with each other, kind of because Daniel and Johnny had opposing views, By episode 10, it becomes a whole nother situation. This isn't a joke anymore. This isn't a game. These aren't two dojos warring. This is real life. So at that point, it becomes, we are not talking about a karate rivalry anymore. We are getting into real life or death, because Miguel fell off a balcony. So by him falling off that balcony, we started to get into life and death. So to go to do a tournament or something would feel weird. Not saying I wouldn't want a tournament, not saying that they shouldn't do a tournament, or not, I'm not saying they might do a tournament, and I'm not saying it won't be good, but the stakes need to be high, and I think they will. I really have no idea what's going to go on, because that ending was such a brutal ending. In season 2, you would at least expect something like that to happen in season 3 or 4, but in season 2, and they plan to go for 5-6 seasons. However, I mean, I don't know how far they're going to go, but they've said said in interviews, we want to keep going for as long as we could, like season 5, 6, and these writers know what they're doing. They have plans. So if they're putting Miguel in a coma, having this whole battle thing at season 2, where are you going to go from there? Like, how do you make it so it's still realistic? Because the show's been realistic up to this point. But if you have Kreese and Johnny and Daniel entering the All Valley tournament, it's karate. And it's not really realistic. And I have 100% faith in these writers to come up with the best thing, because I have no idea what's going to happen. That's what I love so much about it. There's some movies and shows where you can kind of predict what's going to happen. I feel like this season is just I haven't tried to really dissect it too much. I watched season 2, M1, thousands of times. I gave my thoughts. I thought about, based on what I saw, I was I think this will happen. But I never sat down and went on my phone or took out a piece of paper and said, okay, it's going to start off like this, it's going to end like this, it's going to do this, it's going to do this. No. Because I really don't know, and I'm not going to sit down and come up with all these things, because I want to be surprised. I want to be entertained. There's nothing like seeing it for the first time and really just enjoying it. Then you could break it down later, but you have to enjoy it the first time. Because if you just spend your first time watching Cobra Kai just breaking everything down, you're not gonna enjoy it, and it's gonna ruin it. Like, you can never get that first viewing experience again. That's why, if you guys are watching season 3 of Cobra Kai, take it in, because, and just really like enjoy the moment. Because if Terry Silver comes back, you're never gonna get another moment where he comes back and you're like surprised. You know, like if he comes back in a surprising fashion and you're surprised, you know, take that in. Because once you know that, even if you rewatch it, you're not going to get that surprise again. So that's how I feel. So I'm excited. I think there will be a lot of surprises. In terms of returning characters, we're 100% getting Allie for, I'd say 1, 2, 3 episodes. 3 episodes max, I think. 3 episodes max. I don't think she's going to be that much in it. Just take this off. I think that we are going to see Chosen, and I think he will be kind of good. Or, I'm not saying he's going to be 100% of a good guy, but I don't think he's going to be like insane like he was back in Karate Kid 2. I think there will be some sort of, he still has issues maybe, but I think he'll be okay, and maybe him and Daniel will have an interaction. And Komiko, like, we're going to Okinawa. That's the one thing that we know 100% is that we're going to Okinawa. Daniel's going to Okinawa, so he has to see Chosen and Komiko. How, when, where, we don't know. I think we're going to get a lot of flashbacks to Karate Kid 2. I would recommend, I'm going to binge watch all the Karate Kid movies, and I'm going to rewatch Cobra Kai before season 3 comes out. I pretty much do that on the regular anyways, but I'll do it again before it comes out. So if I were you, I recommend rewatching Karate Kid 2 100%, and 3 possibly, because with 2, we know we're going back to Okinawa. So if you rewatch 2, you'll get a lot of those references. You know, there's going to be a lot of Okinawa references. Trust me. Like, we're going to go back to the I don't know if there was a name for it, but when Daniel was standing on the thing and then the hook dropped and he had to like dodge it, you know, which Mr. Miyagi taught him, like the fishing hook. We're going to see that. Like, we have to, you know. We'll see Mr. Miyagi's house there. Just a lot of the locations. The dojo. Oh my god, I'm like getting hyped just thinking about it. There's the bridge, Kamiko, and the rocks. Like, oh my god, I'm getting excited. So, you know, just rewatch Karate Kid 2, because these writers know way more about this than any of us. They've watched Karate Kid like thousands of times. So like you're 100% going to miss something. I've missed so many references. There are references I still don't even know exist, but they're out there. So if you want to like enjoy it while you're watching it, like, it's fun to catch the references. So you should rewatch Karate Kid 2 and then rewatch Karate Kid 3. I mean, rewatch all the Karate Kids, but I think you should even rewatch Karate Kid 3, because it's very possible we see Mike Barnes and Terry Silver, and there could be references to them with Karate Kid 3, which was their movie. So I would recommend watching Karate Kid 3. Do I think we're going to get Mike Barnes and Terry Silver in season 3? I am going to say yes. It's a tough one, but I'm going to say yes. I feel like Kreese by himself isn't enough for now. I feel like he could be. I feel like he could be good on his own for the first half of the season, or maybe for the whole season. But I think by the end of the season, we will see either Mike Barnes or Terry Silver, because we all know the thing about Daniel and Johnny teaming up. Will they team up? And if they do team up, they could take down Kreese. You know, because like let's talk about physicality. You know, Kreese is 70, 60, 60, maybe like late 60s. I don't know. I'm bad with ages, but early 70s or late 60s. But Daniel and Johnny could easily take him down physically. But if you have Terry Silver and Mike Barnes, that's when it becomes a challenge. And I think that in the beginning, Daniel and Johnny are going to be dealing with their own stuff. So you have Kreese ruling Cobra Kai, and he's just menacing. And he'll interact with Daniel and Johnny, but nothing physical, I don't think. Maybe, but nothing crazy. Once it gets to that finale, or whatever, like, I really do believe Mike Barnes and Terry Silver will come back. We know we're going to prison or juvie because of the fight, the school fight. You have Robbie, Tori, they could go to jail. Hawk. So who's to say maybe we explore, even though they would go to juvie probably, who's to say we don't explore prison? Terry Silver is in prison. We got Terry Silver who could be in prison, and I'm going to make a video on it. Someone else already pointed this out, so maybe I don't need to make a video on it. So I'm not taking credit for this, but I would love to give my thoughts on this. Mike Barnes, because in season 1, episode 1, Johnny's on the phone with his boss, and he calls him Mike, which Mike is a common name, but the writers do not do anything on the show for a coincidence. And if you think that some of the things, like, they're too, like, that's way too big of a reference. They wouldn't have, like, thought of that. That's just a coincidence. It's not. They know everything that they're doing. They are geniuses. I've watched interviews of them. They know what they're doing, and that's amazing. That's what you need. Like, that's why they're doing this show. If you don't have people doing the show because they love it, then it's not going to be good. They're not in it for the money. Like, they're doing it to tell a story. Like, you got Disney Star Wars, which I pretty much talk about in every video because I like to compare the two. They decided to make their movies before even coming up with the stories because money. But these writers really care about the story, and that's what you need. That's what makes a good show. And I don't know, but based on how they're setting it up, I think season 3 could be the best season. I think it could be the best season. However, though, maybe the best season so far, because I 100% feel like season 4 will be incredible, because, like, I feel like this is a recovery season. I feel like we have a lot of characters now who, season 1, I feel like season 1 was a building season, setting everything up. Season 2, all our characters are at their prime. And then at the end of season 2, they all get knocked down, except for Kreese. Season 3, I feel like they're going to need to rebuild a lot of them. And what I mean by that, Johnny is going to have to rebuild himself, recover from what he did to Miguel indirectly. Robbie's going to have to recover for what he did to Miguel directly. Miguel is going to have to physically recover, not physically and emotionally and socially and everything from his injuries. Samantha's going to have to recover emotionally. Daniel's going to have to recover emotionally. You have a lot of people who have to rebuild themselves and recover. I feel like the first half of season 3 will do that. I feel like it'll be the first half. But I feel like throughout the whole season 3, there's going to be a lot of recovery, but I feel like at least the first half. I feel like the first half is going to be recovery. And then once we get to the halfway point, then I feel like our characters are going to be at a stage where it's like, okay, we're better now. We still have room to grow, but we have to get to this certain point. And that's what leads up to episode 10. I feel like the first 5 episodes or whatever will be the building, the recovering, and then when you get to then at the midway point, it's like, okay, we have to get to that. We have to fight. We have to get to the end, and that's gonna be like the final battle, whatever that is. And I will make a video on that. What I think the final fight will be, because we had the writers, John Hurwitz, confirm that there is an epic final battle, and then he said like the last like 90 seconds of the show is mind blowing, which I'm very curious to see that. I could see a shot of Terry Silver, Mike Barnes, and John Kreese like walking together. Like I could just see that, and then that's how they end season 3. I don't know. I don't know. It's gonna be very interesting, very fun. I think we may even see Julie from the next Karate Kid. I think we may see her. I don't know. I don't really want to. I thought we would see all these characters back in season 2, which I'm glad we didn't. I'm fine with the original Cobra Kai gang, which I do think we're gonna see Bobby. Unfortunately, we can't see Tommy. I think we'll see Jimmy. 100% Bobby. We're gonna 100% see Bobby. Maybe not Julie. Allie's 100%. I would say Allie, Chosen, and Komiko are 100%. I think they'll be at the beginning of the season. Between episode 1 and 5, I think we'll see them. And I don't think they'll show up after. I think after that, we could see Kreese. No, Kreese is already in it. Terry Silver or Mike Barnes. Together, or one of them, I'm not sure. I think they would come in together. I don't think one before the other. If they did, actually maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Mike Barnes would be first, and then Terry Silver is the big finale. Because, like, Kreese is crazy, but Terry Silver is a psychopath. He's a psychopath. Like an absolute, did I just say absolute? An absolute psychopath. And, man, I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to go in with any expectations, because if Silver and Barnes are not in it, I'll be pretty. I don't want to go in with the notion that they are in it, and then it's like, wait, they weren't in it. No, I want to enjoy it for what it is, because I know what it is. I know whatever it is, it's gonna be good, and I know that if they are not in this season, they are gonna come back in another season. Maybe the next season, and I know it will be amazing. Now, I saw on Wikipedia that they were in it, and a lot of people were like, dude, Wikipedia is fake. And, like, I wasn't trying to I actually thought it was real, because Wikipedia is pretty real. Like, you know, like, everybody says it's an untrustworthy source, but, like, it's always right, so. And then they ended up taking it down right after, which probably meant maybe they were just trying to hide something. Or maybe it was fake. I don't know. But I thought it was real. So I just want to clarify that I wasn't trying to, like, I literally thought it was real. So, and hopefully it is real. So we'll just have to see. I'll keep talking about season 3, keep coming up with videos, because I definitely am. I'm going to enjoy coming back to these videos after season 3 drops and hearing what I think. But once again, I don't want to dive too much into it, like breaking down every episode. I think that's a little too much. And I think that ruins the joy of the show, which is being surprised and expecting the unexpected. But I definitely have thoughts on it that I can't deny, you know. These are my thoughts. These aren't things that I broke down and whatever. These are things that I think, based on what they've done so far, will happen in season 3. But we got to consider, you know, there could be 6 seasons, so whatever they don't do in season 3, they might do in season 6, because, you know, you have to develop the characters. You don't have time. You might not be able to bring back all these new all of these original characters in one season, and I'm fine with that, because I wanted that in season 2. I thought that would happen in season 2. It didn't, and I was like a little disappointed at first, because it's like, oh man, I wanted to see Mike Barnes or Terry Silver or Allie, but season 2 ended up being amazing, and it left room, because if you just throw everyone in one season, then there's no more things to look forward to. So that's my thoughts on it. Comment down below what you guys think will happen in Cobra Kai Season 3. And remember to comment down what this shirt has to do with Cobra Kai. So make sure to subscribe to the channel. If you haven't already, chop that like button, share the channel with your friends, leave a comment, and I'll see you guys next time on the Cobra Kai Kid. And remember, Cobra Kai never dies.